I do
Good
it
time
first.
zone, everybody, and welcome back to ZSR for another Z2R match. This is the Upstarts Tournament 2025. This is round one, game two between Angel and DK. I got Nightcrawler to do the talking. I'm going to track. I'm also your restreamer. I am Total Tech, so it's all Nightcrawler.
Thank you very much for the intro. I appreciate it. All right, so yeah, Angel versus Tumultuck. This should be a pretty cool match. Yeah, I remember seeing a few minutes of one of Angel's stream once. Um, and DK haven't seen a whole lot. Did I say Angel versus Tumultuck? Well, you're in there. Get in there, Tomel. Yeah. Yeah, you thought you weren't playing today? Too bad, you're playing. I don't, yeah, it doesn't matter how, if you have the game installed or anything like that, if you've got the randomizer. Who won the first game? Let's see. Uh, that's a good question. Cool, Angel won it. Yeah, I can't see that marking on my screen, so you got to it first. All right, they should be starting. They should be starting pretty soon. Angel always beats DK. These are fighting words going on here. Yeah, well, that's what makes you the underdog this time, Tomel. Anyway, good to see you in chat, Slamu and David and Desi. Nice. Yeah, I believe Angel. Wait, does I know Angel does Dragon Quest Randomizer. It's pretty obvious from his background. But DK does too. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Slamu? These guys are rivals from Dragon Quest. Ah, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that about DK. DK. Donkey Kong. And neither of them wanted to use my Dragon Lord sprite? Come on. I know who Angel's simping for in Dragon Quest, but DK might be a Dragon Lord guy, right? Although to be fair, the Dragon Lord sprite's probably a little harder to use because there's no distinct shield that you can tell. Ah, okay. Just for you. Perfect. Really? They're both in the top five? Every now and then I'll watch what's his name? Nest Card? Yeah. But I haven't watched too much of Angel or DK. That's great. I'm glad to learn about them. It looks like we're starting in about 10 seconds. We are. All right. So we got the pink Crystallis sprite versus Red Link. And we have the Japanese King's Tomb immediately on DK's side. Aster Cave on Angel's side. And yeah, Mito has got shield, so not too essential, but they'll want to come back and get the stab at least. I'm sure these runners are going to pick up shield. It's very useful, but it's not something you necessarily need to get. It's just very helpful. Could be. Maybe he's gonna be going for the triple threat: Dragon Warrior Randomizer, Zelda 2 Randomizer, and Crystallis Randomizer. Let's get J-Ro in here. Meek and Blood Angel on Chrysalis. What's up, Alan? And Aaron, nice to see you in chat. Okay, so Trophy Cave had a decent amount of experience in it between the two Gorillas as well as the two Dairas and Magictainer. Magictainer get, that's always nice. Angel practicing is warming up his fingers here. Nobody has ever won 2 different major NES Randomizer tournaments. Yeah, I suppose so, huh? Yeah, I made the Chrysalis spread. And don't tell Angel, but I've actually been wanting to make an Alina sprite for a long time. You know, before he started playing, actually. It's on my list. I was gonna start it a couple weeks ago, but didn't, you know, I did other stuff instead. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Malakoff. Or Malakoff? And Silly. Silly Dad, nice name. Alright, they've pretty much explored this whole section, so they're gonna have to go through that pass-through cave. And Angel's figured that out right away. I'm sure DK's on his way as well. Yeah, I haven't really made a sprite in, I think, over a year at this point. That's a sad thing. I think the last one I made was either Midna or Fighter. I think it was Midna. I'll have to get back to it. It really should. It usually takes, like, if I just grind it out, I can get it done in a day's time. If things go according to plan. Alright, I can see the focus of DK's face. I've got his face cam up that I can see. You guys can't see it. And Angel, he's got that poker stare. That indoor casino poker stare. Alright, so we've come out of the pass-through cave in a very interesting swampy valley-y, lake-y sort of area. I guess you could say it's kind of a wet area, huh? They'd probably want to grow rice here. Alright, free food. I mean heart. Don't eat hearts, guys. Don't eat hearts. Unless you're eating your heart out. You know. Alright, so they found the back ends of Saria. Yeah, Angel got there a little bit earlier. I wasn't paying attention to his screen when it happened, so I didn't see what town it was. But yeah, they can't actually do anything to the back of the Saria yet, because you need the Bagoo letter, or, you know, ferry, or jump and dash to make it across. I don't think they've got dash available to them in this flag set. Thundertown? Saria Thunder? Nice. Yes, it's a very moist. And DK and Angel are exploring a cave in a moist area. Okay, intentional death from Angel to get him back to the start of that screen. Smart. It is. It's sad though, like, the Medicine Cave is, I would say, the most difficult cave on this continent, and he made his way through it. I didn't see the enemies that were placed there. I was looking at DK's screen at the time, but yeah, it's usually the harder one to get through. I guess I can look at DK's screen now. Grill, louder. Okay, so this isn't as bad, but it still can be kind of annoying, huh? I've seen worse. I've seen worse Medicine Caves, and it's nice that they have the candle to start with. Let me just mark that. because the medicine cave can be especially deadly with it, you know, in the dark. No worries. But yeah, unfortunately, the red jar, not a great reward. I actually think DK would do well to take the same death that Angel did here, because he's on his last bar of health anyway. He's probably not going to get to a town before he dies, so you might as well throw it away to get a little bit of extra time. And Angel has found Raru, looking for hints. Barba slithers with the what? Angel, you're too fast. Your DWR skills are too... Your menuing and reading skills are too fast. I was even trying to read that. I was paying attention and he just... gone. Both of these guys. Alright, so they got jump out of this. Let's see. Oh, magic jar. Okay, there we go. And that is one of the non-hints, I believe. So, in the older versions of the randomizer, I don't know if... I think it might work a little bit differently now, but you would get 3 hints, and 3 hints for important items, and 1 hint for like an unimportant item, like a heart container or a magic jar or something like that, or a pea bag. And that would be like the non-hint, but I think it works differently now, so I've got to ask Elendar about that. Barba slithers with these nuts? Sorry. Does he? Fun spell hints. Yeah, hey, if you want to make your life harder, go ahead. Okay, thanks, Patrick. Yeah, I think it also used to be 2 per continent, and now you can have like 3 on one continent, 1 on another, 4 on one continent, 0 on the other, if I'm not mistaken. Octorock's Tektites and Levers too. With your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah. Alright, interesting. See, now he's wet again. Angel just got wet. And he's going into Heart Container Cave. Let's see what he finds in here. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. All right, we got the small prisoner. You know, it's not a child. He's just like a midget sailor, actually. I forget the whole prisoner aspect. He's always looked like he's a sailor, a little bit. Maybe that's who has the medicine. Maybe the medicine isn't medicine. Maybe it's a bottle of rum. All right, Fire and Rudo. So when we get the trophy, we might head back there. And DK with the return, return by death, as Subaru would have said. Did he pick up the medicine and I didn't notice? Oh, he got jump? Okay, yeah, of course. Silly me. So now he's gonna get himself a stibbity stab. Are you Scrooge McDuck? Must be down stab. But Angel's gonna keep on exploring. You know, actually, I kind of like what DK did with the up and A. Because Angel taking that cave back kind of returned him very close to where he started. So you kind of might as well up an A there, and you only... Alright, we got P2 right there on the coast, and I think, oh, yeah, Angel's just up and aiming for resources back. Instant item, what's it gonna be? Alright, we got the medicine there. Okay, so that kind of actually makes it a bit nice for Angel when he up and A's, because not only will he get down step, but he'll also get the spell. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, key drop. Oh, I thought he was gonna get hit by the bouncy cat again. Tiny man in his pocket. DK's got the kid. That's kind of an unfortunately placed hole, though, because every time you go through Maze Island, you're going to hit it. Alright, Angel is not looking for the second item on Maze Island. He is going to search east. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I think I can definitely see why, because he doesn't want to do the palaces yet. And there's a lot of forced encounters ahead of him, because I think there was only like 2 that he encountered in his exploration, maybe only 1. So there would have been a lot of forced encounters there. So if he gets boots first, then he can save time on that little bit of exploration. Alright, little medicine on the desert tile. Yeah, it's better than sitting on the child, right guys? That's even worse. If I had boots, I could walk on water. Yeah, that's the best. Honestly, that guy in that town, if I had boots, I could walk on water. I think that guy is just farming, you know? He's trying to farm Link. Like, okay, Link, you earned a lot of rupees in your last journey. Why don't you go buy me some Reeboks or something? And, you know, if only I had Reeboks, I'd be like Jesus. So you should, you know, you're not using your money now anyway, so you might as well just give me them Reeboks. Or Jordans or whatever. Alright, we got this Reflect spell in Naburu. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Patrick. Kool-Aid for DK. Air Highlands? Yeah, he's got some good kicks. I mean, that's the way you gotta do it. I mean, the kids won't respect you if you're babysitting if you don't have that going on. Actually, you know, it may be a bad idea to wear what Guma wears. What's he wear, like a loincloth and like a leather strap? Probably not a good idea to babysit and something like that, even if you do have a spiked helmet. And a flail. It doesn't have a jumpsuit, does he? It's like a loincloth, isn't it? Or does it kind of like strap around his like a sash? It might be a loincloth and a sash. I think that might be it. We'll have to take another look. Ah, DK's got the bonefish coming after him. Every which way, and more magic for Angel. Alright, DK is looking for the other drop. I'd probably do this. I can see why Angel didn't look for that second drop in Maze Island. There is a kind of an open area by the palace, which is always nice because if there's a forced encounter there, you can just walk around it. But it's a rather small open area, so it's a little bit less likely to pay off like that. But it does at least branch off a little bit more, so you can check some more paths without encounters. No fairy for fairy feet. That would have been nice to have. Yeah, boots or fairy feet. Ooh, okay. For some reason I figured it would be 4 there. Okay, and we have the bridge tile up here. I wonder where that goes. You might as well check it. Or is that... I suppose that might be the raft tile, huh? Oh, you know what though? DK, you could actually go through that wall. If you do that encounter, unless that was like fixed, it'll place you on top of the wall, and then you can just cut across, and you could save time that way. You hear me, right, DK? Right? Oh wait, hold on. Is there a section of Maze Island that you need the boots to get to? Did I see that right? No, okay. Not yet. Anyone see what Angel just picked up? It wasn't magic. Life. Oh, free life? Oh yeah, nothing then. Big old nothing burger. Oh god. Oh, okay, he found the other item. Good. Good, good. Trophy? Oh, okay. So he knows where that town is. Okay, yeah, he can head back around this way. Meanwhile, Angel is continuing his exploration of the east. Is the new castle forest tile guaranteed to be a town? I don't think it's ever guaranteed to be a town, is it? Oh, sorry, no, forest tile. I was thinking Dread Rock. I don't know. Sorry, I don't have it pulled up right now. Fire? Yeah. What I feel like I should know, and don't, is if fire is linked. Because, of course, I think it is. I think fire is linked. So, I feel like he might as well pick it up. Sorry, new tournament, you know, I think I've only done one match in this tournament so far as commentary goes, so... I haven't memorized some of the flag settings, but pick up fire is always good. And DK is now starting his eastern exploration. Thanks, Dabbit. Alright, spell for Angel. And now DK's got the magic. And I think Angel is still working without downstab, right? He hasn't turned in his medicine yet either, right? Oh. Face full of invisible moa. Yeah, his life's kind of low, isn't it? Oof. He's gonna take the bops. That's a lot of damage. And of course the aches, the ordinary aches. Oh god. Oh god. I've got a very bad feeling about this. You know what? I feel like maybe just up and get your fire. But yeah. Okay, he's doing a good job getting out of here. Oh no. Okay. Go to the palace! Reset! Ah! Prison feedback cave. Second item over from the candle in the item screen. Did not. Let's see. Well, some people like it that way, David. I suppose. We're gonna find out in a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. That's actually my fault, Tomo. It's the raft, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the little changes that I made with the sprite. Exactly. You gotta ride a dolphin. Spoilers. Come on, true Crystallis fans would know, Tomo. There we go. We got some stabs. We got some spells. We are working. Wait. Silly Dabbit. And you are subbed to some Crystallis Randomizer thing, right? So I'm gonna guess the rabbit you're referring to is Dio? Is that the rabbit or the Dabbit that you are? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. But does the Dabbit have anything to do with the rabbit named Dio? So Dabbit? Or am I just off? Boots. There we go. You know, I was wishing that instead of doing the raft as the shell flute, that the boots could be the shell flute. So that way when you're moving around on water, you're the dolphin. But unfortunately the game doesn't work like that, so I couldn't do it. Nice! Awesome! Alright, Angel checking the world boner. Teabag. Aw, too bad he didn't have the blade beam. There's a funny trick you can do in Nukasudo for items that you get. You can pick up items with your blade beam for some reason. Free your mind. Alright, we got some fairy. DK's spell list is looking a little slim, but he's got an important spell now. Yeah, I don't know why I remember the name of Dio. I think it's because, you know, he's got the item in the game and, like, you talk to him and it's just kind of just a weird thing. It's not like I remember all the characters in the game. Maybe I do, actually. Maybe I do. Now, so I think Angel made some good decisions earlier, specifically in not upping as early as he did, and not checking May's Island, because now he's got the flute. Sorry, the shell flute, which is the dolphin, which is the raft, so he can check the raft spot when he's in here, and yeah, he can pick up all those stabs along with the spell, which he might have already done when I was checking. Yeah, and now yeah, DK is turning in the Water of Life for his fourth spell here. Oh yeah. And with the boots, this is easier exploration for Angel. See, I would have I would have done what DK did, and it would have hit me in the butt. It's not like a huge difference, but you know, maybe like a minute and a half worth of time difference, I would guess. Could actually be more. It could be more like 3 or 4 minutes if he skips enough encounters here. But I guess to do that, he'd have to know where to go. Doesn't seem like that's the case. I think he's noping out of Maze Island. Even though he does have Fairy, and he does have Reflect, I suppose he wants to get himself a glove before he goes into P4. And he's going into P1. Makes sense. P1 is nice, simple, easy. Very easy to get the item out of, so if that happens to be a glove, makes everything nice and simple later on. Whoever gets the glove first, at this point we've cleared most, if not all, of the overworld items. Well, except for Death Mountain. I suppose, you know, that's probably where the raft goes, huh? Death Mountain. So that could be where the glove is. I mean, it could be in any of the palaces too, but yeah, there's 6 palaces with items, and there's 2 item slots in Death Mountain, so there's about a third of the chance. Let's say there's a 25% chance, considering those 8 item locations, that you can just that it'll be in Death Mountain. And now there's a slightly higher chance because Angel just got love in P1. He got love from Horsehead. Oh, dang it! I missed him going into that water town. I love that location. Seriously, that's such a cool location for that town. Didn't look like DK loved it though. And unfortunately for him, Angel can just walk over that water. So save a little bit more time there. Yeah, the Eastern exploration earlier, you know, paid off a bit, but it's far from over at this point. Alright, thanks for joining us, Beef. Appreciate it. And being about 30 minutes into this run, I expect we probably got about 45 minutes left in the scene. This is actually going kind of quick, so it might be less than that. Ooh, free money on the ground. Yeah, I bet they both didn't want to go into a palace before finding my glove, so we're gonna see some full exploration, I think, of the east, which is good. You know, that paid off well for Angel. But yeah, I think the glove is gonna be somewhere less accessible. I really hope it is in Death Mountain. You guys might know me as a bit of a sadist when it comes to Death Mountain. I want people getting in there. I want people getting lost in there, and I want people making like a hard call and it paying off big. And then that's the good stuff. That's so hype when it happens. Oh, little man. Yeah, a bit. Oh shoot. Okay. Oof. That was a close jump. And Angel actually can't get that key because he doesn't have glove. I was going to say, is that key worth it? Well, okay, too bad. He can't get it yet. But he has the jump spell, so he's probably going to use it here. Or maybe he's just going to go for the jump. The 3-tile jump. Yeah, he did. Nice jump. Oh, there's a second one, though. Oh, and he jumped a little too early. And now he's got his magic back, at least. He could have... wow, that's actually a very expensive jump. Oh, because he's got magic 1. No wonder. I was like, what? 39 for a jump? That's right. I do. Mad Matt. Oof. I think Angel's going to be upon Horsehead pretty soon. Yeah, here it is. Very brightly decorated palace. I think Horsehead's an optimist, and now he's dead. Gonna be picking up a lot of experience from this by leaving magic low. Yeah, I think you could at least get magic up to magic 3 and still do the same gem abuse, because magic 3 is going to cost around the same as life 4. So if you get past so he can afford to pick up like two levels of magic right now and still do the same strats. I think that would be pretty helpful. Because like Fairy's going to cost him a lot. Although Fairy doesn't usually go down until like level 4 or so, I think. What's up, RG? Bringing us 365 days of sun. Alright, it looks like Angel's going to be going into VOD here. Looks like a pretty short VOD. I wonder if there's going to be all of the force encounters. That's 2. I think he's going to get to skip one, which is nice. But yeah, that Fairy Feet is pretty expensive. Oh wow, yeah, the other force encounter just disappeared. Angel's hoping this is not GP, and it's not. It is P5 because we've seen P2, so this is P5. Meanwhile, I think DK is in P2 if I'm not mistaken. Very, very strongly colored palaces here. Oh, hammer! You know, if DK picks up those boots, he might start thinking about going to Death Mountain. And that is starting to look like the play. I mean, it's not like 60% or 70% yet. I think, you know, we're probably at like a 40% chance of Death Mountain for Glove, but every item they get in the palaces increases those chances. Increase those odds. Oh wait, actually, have we seen New Kasuto yet? Because there's 2 items there. I don't remember seeing New Kasuto. We've seen Old Kasuto. We've seen Naburu. We've seen Darunia. I don't think we've seen New Kasuto though. So there's 2 items there, so we might not see Death Mountain today. Nice life, and Angel has picked up magic too at some point. That's a good opportunity. One thing he can do while in this palace is he can try to get his experience up to around like 270, and then when he needs a refill, he can pick up 20 more experience, and that, you know, he'll cast his fairy. He'll then get the 20 more experience and then get another cast because it's going to refill his magic bar. But if he does that for too long, if he holds on to the experience for too long, it decreases his chance of you know, having good levels for the. Okay, yeah, he's just going to get the magic 3 right away. That's cool too. So he's going to have to get his his experience up to 760 because actually it's gonna be higher, I think, because he did pick up life 5. I think he was at life 4 last time, so if he wants to gem abuse this time, he's gonna have to get above like 1100 experience probably. That's my guess. Which he totally could if he farmed that drop a little bit. That dripper was dropping red iron knuckles for 150, and that's okay, it's 70 in this palace, in the palace that DK is in, but it's 150 in the palace that Angel is in. So it's not worth it to farm them in DK's palace, but for 150, I think it's worth it. It's worth it for Angel, but he's not doing that. So you know, hopefully he gets to his experience goal. Anyway. Oh, DK can't get through there without the glove. Hope he has a plan B. Oh god, oh god, oh! I thought that hammer was going to get him on the return trip. Now one thing you can do is, like, if you go down that elevator and come right back up and die, then you can respawn on the elevator instead of at one of the edges of the screens. So if you want to force a death, instead of like being halfway through a screen and then dying and having to replay that half of the screen, that's one way to do it. But he didn't necessarily have a reason to right then. But he does have 1 life left. I'm guessing he can cast Fairy once or twice here, so he can get through 2 more locked doors. But this is P2, so it's not terribly long. I think. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's Helmet Head. He's going to be able to get his gem place. Oh, no, wait. Did I say P2? This is P3. Ah, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm stupid and can't read pillars anymore for some reason. I should know it. I should know this stuff, guys. But even though Angel is on P5, and it's one of the harder, longer... Oh, that was close, DK. One of the harder and longer palaces. Oh god. You're making me real nervous, DK. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Oh no! Oh no! That's a game over right there. Yeah, I guess he was on his last life, wasn't he? That hurts. And I guess Angel is heading to Mito for the first time since finding it, and he's going to turn in his medicine and get his down stab. Hopefully DK remembers the path. If I remember correctly, at that 3-way intersection, you go down. I think it's up, left, down, right. If I'm not mistaken. Nope. I guess it's upright. Upright. Really? Okay. Oh, maybe it's up left? Ah! It do be like that sometimes. Alright, now Angel with the shield spell, which DK probably wishes he had on that Ribonek. Oh no, he did have it, I guess. Because it turned him green, right? And red is his default color. Yeah, get that key. Yeah, it's down from here, and I think it's just a straight shot from this point. Now Angel is making the absolute most out of his boots, going exploring on the water. There is the normal King's Tomb right there, but I don't think he really has a reason to go into that King's Tomb. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, you gotta cast... If you're gonna cast Shield, it's better to cast it early. Okay, Angel must be in P2 now. Did I... Oh man, I missed his fight with Boss Guma. Did he defeat Boss Guma? Because he was in the palace that was in VOD. I didn't see him fighting Boss Guma. Oh god, glove block. That's painful. Yeah, DK probably was worried about a glove block. He did cast shield initially this time. I don't think it's gonna help him though. I mean, it might. I take it back. It'll probably let him withstand one hit from a knife or a body slam. I think the body slam is actually weaker, so. Okay, good. Yeah, good! Alright, now you just gotta guide him with a... Oh, yeah, perfect! Good job. Good job, DK. Nice catch, too. Meanwhile, Angel is making his way through the P2 with the Tetris colors. Not gonna get a lot of experience out of this one, but you know, you just take it at this point. You gotta just take them levels. Yeah, if you wanna gem abuse, you know, it does usually require a little bit of risk or luck or both. And they are hitting the same palace, so they are similarly equipped for the palace interiors. Angel does have more magic at his disposal. They have the same magic level, but one extra magic container for Angel, so that could equate to an additional fairy cast for Angel, but otherwise they're more or less equal. The difference between attack 3 and attack 4 for Helmet Head isn't going to matter. Now after this, DK is probably, unless he can clear the other palace on this continent, I think there's one we haven't done. Unless he can do that. Oh, there we go. We got the recorder here. Nice. Unless he clears like the last palace, I really hope he picks up the boots soon after that, because that could lead him to Death Mountain, and you know, it's looking better and better. Because I mean, that could be good for, you know, it could have the glove, but it also could have the key. Of course, Nukusudo is better. So if DK does the Eastern exploration after this, you know, when he does, he's going to get the boots. And fortunately, he's also going to be able to find Nukusudo and hit it with the hammer, which Angel didn't have the hammer when he was doing that exploration. I don't think he has it yet, actually. Yeah. And that could actually be a big deal. You know, I'd say Angel is ahead, but maybe not, because that hammer could prove to be a huge deal if he opens up Nukusudo before Angel does, because that's a huge amount of information to get, even if there's no useful items there. And Angel made his way through P2, gets his kill here. So DK is in kind of the wrong area, but is he going to go back in for the trumpet, for the plunger, for the clarinet, or the horn, whatever you want to call it? And I really just want to see Angel use his shell flute. So that's why I want Death On to be required. That's another reason. Alright. Okay, I'd say DK actually cleared out this P2 faster than Angel did. Angel got it? Okay, cool. That was pretty well done by DK. However, the longer he goes without the boots, the more time Angel is going to save on overworld exploration. And that's where the other palace is. No way to get there without the boots. So boots are hard required for Barba. I just hope that DK does not go exploring for it, and he doesn't. So that's pretty groovy. So that's good for him. More Eastern exploration, and he can just immediately check the recorder spot. Oh, interesting. Hey, man, pea bags are pea bags. You might as well get it. I love it when the game just randomly turns blue enemies gray for some reason because of the falling blocks. I guess it's because the blocks, I mean, they're gray and they have to use a sprite color palette instead of a background color palette. So the blue enemy color palette is used up by the blocks, and so that forces the blue enemies to be gray like the blocks. It's kind of interesting, huh? They could have made the blocks orange, because orange is always an available color for the sprite palette. Oh man, those tin suits are getting wrecked. Hey, how's it going, Rick? Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, guys. Right now, Angel is in Palace 6. DK is in Palace Town. Not actually a palace. Nope, I make no promises about that palace being a palace. And this room sure is familiar, huh, Angel? You've seen this room before. Not confusing at all. But we're picking up the keys because we haven't found the magic key yet, and Fairy's probably still a little bit pricey. But we got exterior Barba, so although boots are hard required to get to this palace, Barba is in the open, so he's not gonna get he's not gonna get cucked out of it like he was for his P5. Oh man, what a slip. Ooh. DK losing life here. Got plenty of lives in reserve though, because I think he picked up a free life somewhere. Yeah, get your magic. Now their magic is even. What? Angel, what? Angel, no. Angel, no. Why, Angel? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's going to... I mean, it cost him a couple seconds falling into that lava, but, you know, Butterfingers, right? Oh, and guess who has the flute? Guess who can get past here even without the boots? That's pretty lucky. And it's Nukasudo. Are we sure we didn't see this? It might be accessible by water. And of course, DK has the items he needs. Holy... Is this water block? Okay, okay. I'm so silly. Nukasudo was already available. That's where Angel got his boots. That's how he got the ability to walk in the water. I was paying attention to the other screen at the time. So that mystery is solved, which means that I'm really liking the chances of a required DM dive. Oh man, I'm so excited! Dive that Death Mountain, guys. Do it! Have you tried the Heal More spell? Appropriate. Quite appropriate for these two Dragon Warrior Randomizer runners. Oh yeah, I remember Angel coming in here now. But yeah, we got some wild canyon biome on the west continent, don't we? I love it when this kind of stuff happens, where you have like little towns on like tiny little embankments on the side of the river that are isolated. So cool. Save the key. Roar. Getting those DWR sprites in here. You guys, we got a lot of Dragon Warrior guys in here. You guys pumped about Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 HD 2D remix? Or not? Not so much. I think it's looking pretty cool. I was playing Dragon Warrior 3 HE2E Remix, and I was trying to do solo on the hard difficulty, and yeah, it's kind of hard. Some of the stuff that I used in my solo run on the Game Boy didn't work. Yeah, like a no mask. That mask is a big no now. It used to be if you were solo, it didn't really affect you in battle, and so it was just the ultimate defensive piece of equipment. I mean, it didn't resist certain spells like Ortega's Helm, but it had so much defense. And they changed the way like defense worked and defense breaking. But it was pretty cool, and I am looking forward to seeing if there's anything special for doing the solo run, because there was something kind of special in the older versions. In the Game Boy version, you got like the Bastard Sword from the King if you beat Baramos, which is kind of a worthless reward because you can just buy it like 10 minutes later. But it's, you know, it's pretty cool. I kind of want to see if they expand stuff like that. It's gonna be a while till I play it again, though. You Dragon Quest guys. I might be one of you. Secretly. There's the hammer for Angel. Okay, cool. He's got the hammer. So he might be thinking about Death Mountain now, too. And DK went back to the west, I believe. So if I'm not mistaken about this, yeah. So he's going to go do P6. Very interesting, very interesting. Very brave, too. I guess he just wants to make sure he's done with all these palaces on the west. And that does make a lot of sense. But it is quite brave. And the reason I guess I should put some context on that, huh? I'm not saying that, you know, Barba is like some super dangerous enemy to someone who's practiced. Barba is certainly dangerous before you really, you know, have you know, worked to get better at the game, which it seems clear that both our runners have. However, the longer palaces have a higher chance of having a glove block, and we've already seen that glove block in P5. So they don't have a glove, and going into the long palaces, it's potentially, you know, a much steeper cost if they run into a glove block than if it were to happen like P1 or P3. Which are some of the shorter palaces. I think surely they must realize by now it's all about that Death Mountain. I want to believe. But we haven't seen P4 though, have we? I mean, we haven't gone into P4. We know where it is. It's on Maze Island. So, honestly, guys, you know, if you're listening, bad, but Maze Island's looking pretty spicy. You guys have the Reflect spell? It's on the way to the east. You might as well do it, and then that'll give you a really good indication of whether you're going to need to go to DM instead of Maze Island. Yeah, that was a quick fight. That was a real quick fight. Beep strats for DK, but I think he's doing okay for now. Let's see if he can do Barba without getting hit. No point casting shield. And Angel does not want anything to do with Palace 4. He's gonna check this Palace though. Which we know is a forest encounter. Nicely done so far by DK. And these guys are not riding the dragon, but I don't blame them. I don't blame DK with, you know, what is that? 4 HP? 3? I think that's 3 HP. Oh, that was close. Oh, look at that! Oh no, right at the end too, and there's, oh wow, oh god. We have pleasure and pain on screen at the same time. We have Angel picking up his any key, and we got DK losing on literally the last hit. Having to redo the whole fight, that's the worst. Oh, Angel is in DM. I guess if he didn't go there via the raft, did he? So there it is. P-bag. Okay, not even gonna pick it up. Makes sense. 2400 to the next. Oh no, no DK, no, no. And that wouldn't have killed. No, don't. Oh no. No, my dude. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Alright, guys. So what happened there? I know a lot of you are Z2R regulars. But I almost want to say he DK'd it. Like that's so painful. So what happened is when you defeat a boss in Zelda 2, the game stops the scrolling when there's a boss on screen. There's a trigger, and that's why you have to enter from like left to right. That's why there's no right to left boss rooms, right? The trigger to turn that feature off in the game and to resume scrolling is picking up whatever item gets dropped. Well, he turned into a fairy because he wanted to get over the little hump to save a couple seconds, or like half a second, that he would have lost just by walking. And the thing is, you can't pick up items, and since he died before he could pick up the item the first time, the item dropped after he respawned. Oh god, it's not in DM. Okay, guys, it's in P4. See, you know, I told you. Check P4 first before going to DM, right? Even though I was hyped for DM, I did say that. Yeah, exactly. Methinks so, sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, so he couldn't resume the scrolling, so that was just a soft lock. Although, you know, even if you didn't have the oh gosh, don't die. I know you're frustrated, but don't take another death here, because that's more time you're gonna lose. It wouldn't have been a soft lock in this case because there's lava, so you could have just killed yourself even if you didn't have up and A on the second controller. But if you didn't know that, and you're playing like, if you're playing Zelda 2 and you didn't know about that, or you didn't have a second controller, there it is. Oh my gosh, there it is in P4. You might think you were soft locked, so be careful. I guess that can only really happen. You can only die after. No, it could happen at any boss. Yeah, it could happen on any boss. Oh, now he's got to fight Barba again? That is unusual, because Barba's death counted the first time he came back here. Why? Wait. Alright. And then mind the gap. I see profanities coming out of his mouth right now. Okay. I don't know why Barbara came back. I think that's just something that happens so uncommonly. Where, I guess after you game over, it replaces the boss if you haven't fully cleared the boss. Okay, okay, I think I know why. It's because it's like reloading the memory for the entire palace when you game over and continue. All the enemies reappear, right? So, since the item hadn't been collected, in the same way that like a 50-50 drop, if you let the jar drop and you go off screen, or if you let the enemy drop and you go off screen, you can return and still get the other 50-50, right? I guess in the same way, the game, yeah, it basically turns the boss into the item that's dropped. And it doesn't actually kill the boss until you pick up the item. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Well, whatever. It might not make sense. It's so cute seeing those red iron knuckles like scoot around, like, oh, wait for me! Thanks, RG. Hey, DK's got a frustrated look on his face finding the glove there. Probably thinking Angel must have gotten it half an hour ago. He's about to finish the game. But consider this, like DK didn't actually get glove blocked out of a palace yet. He didn't do P5. So not having the glove up until this point was actually a benefit because it allowed him to skip some areas of palaces that he would have otherwise done. So no reason to be frustrated at getting it so late if you haven't actually been glove blocked yet. In fact, be thankful for that. And now he's got it before he does P5. Now, unfortunately for DK, I would say that Angel does still have a pretty solid advantage here. And Karok is gonna go down to Angel pretty quick, but DK is surely on the way. I didn't see what route through the palace Angel took, but DK is gonna find his way through here pretty fast. I'm sure Angel took the meta route. I haven't known him to be much of a gambler in terms of routing, but I've only seen him play a little bit, so I don't know for sure. True, yeah, he hasn't done Death Mountain either, so that is a pretty good savings. Angel's still ahead, but DK has made up some time for various decisions of his own, so not over yet. He's going to have to do P1 really quick, though. And Angel already has information on P5. So Angel's got like a palace. He's got like a 2-palace lead right now. Because he's got like half a palace here at P4. He's got like half a palace in the case of P5, and he's got P1 ahead. But it's not insurmountable, especially if DK feels very far behind. He might decide to gamble in GP. And that can always make a really big difference. I do remember this this room on Angel's side, so I suppose DK's going the right way right now. Meanwhile, Angel is about to get his revenge on P5. Yeah, he forgot. Oh, you got jump. You don't need fair here. You got jump. Okay, and you can just use your regular hops too. It's kind of a tighter jump than it looks, but you can do it. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, see those red IKs. They will absolutely like shuffle quickly in your direction, threateningly. If I remember correctly, Angel dropped from that central, from that previous room, so this is probably a dead end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, DK's starting to play pretty sloppy here. Hopefully he's got a life in reserve. It might actually... I was going to say it might be a good time to cast life, but if this is his last life, he's going to need to cast Reflect too. Meanwhile, Angel's making good progress in P5. I hate this room that DK is in right now. Just because it always feels like the opposite of progress. I don't know why. There's a lot of drop rooms, but a drop room that forces you to go left. And it makes you wait for just, you know, even just like a second. I don't know. For some reason, it feels like the wrong way to go, but in this case, it's the right way to go, and the only way to go, because that drop room has no other entrance. Alright, doing well on the reflecting so far. With our harder, updated version of Karok. Wow, nice, nice! Ah, it's so close. I was like, well, you know, okay, he had shield also cast, if I'm not mistaken. He's, I think he was trying to get closer to the center, which should, in theory, make more of the beams hit. So you can get to the boss more quickly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I did very well the first time, but just barely missed out. And did clear it on the second try. So there we go. That's another gem down. But guys, next time for Barba, ride the dragon. Ride the dragon, baby! You got that jump spell, you got that down stab. And if you've got balls of steel, you can kill Barba in 2 seconds. Oh, wait, Barba was... Actually, now that I think about it, Barba was in an exterior fight, so you had to use the elevator to go down into that fight, which means that you couldn't guarantee. I think if you pressed and hold down and you'd hold right, and you never hit left, I think you can still force Barba to spawn on the rightmost portion. But if you ever press left, as you're approaching the Barba encounter, it will randomize Barba's starting hole. But if you just hold right or nothing at all, and I think that includes down, then you can force Barba to spawn on the right the first time. Which makes it a lot easier to do the jackhammer strat. But it's a risky trick to do. Like, even after you've practiced it, it still makes you nervous for quite a while, which is what makes it fun. This is a long P5. Oh, never mind. We're here. Alright, we got some love. Oh my gosh, see? Those red IKs, man. And Angel took care of Guma real quick. Almost took a death there, but didn't. And I think this is going to be life 8. Let's take a look. Oh no! It was Magic 7, my bad. Actually, there's a pretty big difference in experience between those two. Oh no! Well, okay, he's got plenty of lives, and he did not have enough magic to cast jump or anything, so you know, he had no choice but to try to make the 3-tile jump, and if you don't make the 3-tile jump, it looks like you just walked into lava. Or jumped way too early. It's one of those two. And in this case, it looks like he just walked into lava, but that's because he pressed the button a little too late. Alright, here we go. We got GP. The gate is opening up. Meanwhile, DK takes out Horsehead very quickly. That does leave P5, but if he God modes this, if he God routes this rather, then he might be in GP before Angel finishes. There is the little issue of the fact that P5 is in BOD, but I don't think it's that far. We'll find out in a second. I guess it was a little further than I thought. Yeah, the entrance is from the south, right? So, but yeah, if he God routes this, nice walk by the way. He made it all the way there in one go without getting an encounter. That's really good. Picks up his level out there. You know what's really nice is when that's if you get a magic level, if you know to expect a magic level after that, that can be really nice. If you can hold on to that level up until you get into VOD, then you can cast Fairy and immediately get a magic level and you know, get an extra casting of Fairy at that point. Which, I mean, their magic's pretty good right now, but in some games that can actually make a big difference. I feel like that used to happen a lot more than it does now. I don't know why. I feel like that used to be semi-common. But now that I'm thinking about it, it seems pretty unlikely, right? I think more people used to just take their gem experience into the overworld. We got Thunderbird on Angel's side. Not enough magic to cast the Thunder spells, so we had to take a little death there. Okay, dead end, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't even know all the dead ends. Especially with all the, well, with the new rooms, I don't know all the dead ends. I'm old, guys. Alright, nice Thunderbird clear from Angel. Dark Link should be past here, so I don't see DK making a comeback at this point. I think Angel's got plenty of resources. He's taken one death at least, but I think he's got one life in reserve. If not, he has all of his life, right, and a little bit of magic, so he should be good. Three lives? Oh, okay. Because I know he took a death from Thunderbird, but if he picked up a life somewhere else, then good for him. Oh, whoa, nice. You got a DK got a red jar there. I wasn't even sure that jar was there. That's a good reason to go into that room, actually. So even if you got like the inning key, that's not a bad call if you need more magic. Okay, yeah. We're probably nearing. I think this is a dead end, right? Oh no. This is one of the key required item rooms. Sorry, key required rooms. So you can't actually do that by ferrying through the door. You have to have a key, and that is a much maligned and much loved room. I think it's a cool room, but some people hate it because they don't. Yeah, they don't want to be stopped for anything in GP. Oh, a little bit of damage there. Still looking for Dark Link. Can't be too far. Although I think there was a three-way intersection that's way behind him now. If that's where Dark Link is, and it... Oh, no! We still got lives. Okay, cool. Trap the bubble. Now we got a more annoying bubble, but a nice down stab. Lets him hop over that. And as long as we get Guma, we should be good. Angel can make it through that. Decides not to try it because there's another exit to this room that's more likely to be Dark Link. There's a lot of GP after Thunderbird, isn't there? Wow. There's probably a loop here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. I think we've seen this room before. Actually, I might be slightly lost. Well, there's Dark Link. There was a lot of GP after Thunderbird. Unfortunately, meta routing it did bring him to Dark Link. It could have been an opportunity for DK to make a comeback there if it was like at the first left after Thunderbird, but not this time. Yeah, for those who might be less knowledgeable about Zelda 2, this is the Dark Link fight. Dark Link fight is extremely hard until you learn his trick, in which case he becomes almost one of the easiest enemies in Zelda history once you know his trick. But that's a forfeit from DK. That is a win from Angel, and so that's his second win here. Angel waking up Messiah here, or Messia, depending on how you like to pronounce that. I think it's supposed to be Messiah. Let's be real. Oh, nice! We got the silly dabbit with the nice Crystallis ending. And they are not in the waiting room yet, but I think they're going to drop in a second. Oh, hey, Chabbert. And Victor, there you are. Where you been, man? And thanks for the GG, Anthony and Gabriel. I guess I should put my GGs here, huh? Hey, Tomoltalk, do you know if they're coming in? There's Angel. GG.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, DK was in here for a second. I must have pressed the hang up button on accident. Okay. Hey, welcome in, DK.
Hello.
Well, we just got you guys both in here, so yeah, you know, you guys both had some back and forth elements. I was kind of on DK's side when he explored more of Maze Island upon initially seeing it. I just had a good feeling about it. It turns out not exploring it first was the right option. That was kind of the first area where Angel kind of picked up some time there.
Yeah, GG Angel. Yeah, pretty much anything I ever do will always be the wrong selection in this game. That's what I really enjoy about this. I have a lot of fun with this game. And don't ever do whatever the heck happened in P6 with me and Barba. I hit so many wrong buttons all at once, and it was amazingly terrible.
Oh, we saw, but I was surprised because I didn't consider the fact that Barba would respawn after being flagged as dead, because I guess it's not truly considered dead until you pick up the item, right?
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. I've seen it one other time, or maybe one of the people talked about. Probably Mariah likes to talk a lot. So
Yeah, but no, you didn't do everything. No. You had some good stuff yourself. Like, one of the things toward the end there was you, well, Angel ended up doing Death Mountain, and I was rooting for Death Mountain because I always root for Death Mountain. And Death Mountain it just had the cross in it, basically, the cross in a pea bag. So because you did things in a slightly different order, you didn't have to do Death Mountain. I think there was one other thing. Oh yeah, you did. Angel also went into P5 and was glove blocked and had to come back later. So those were two areas in which you picked up some time on him.
Yeah, I saw everything pretty much.
Yeah, I just I was like, I don't even know where the heck the water tile is in the west or the east, and I was like, and you know what? I'm just going to go back to the west. I got stuff over there I can go do, and I just started clearing palaces. The flute, we got the flute, and everybody knows how much I love flute here.
Yeah, it's the hammer spot near Suckin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Never went back to that area. So
Wait, the flute?
Well, that's...
No, you got the flute, DK.
No, I didn't get the hammer. Or the hammer spot.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, I'm going to clean up all this before going to P4. And of course, P4 has the freest glove possible.
Oh, yeah, that drove me insane as well. That was pretty funny. But it was like, yeah, you go straight down. There it is. I was like, oh, of course. Yeah,
well,
anyway.
If it makes you both feel better, you guys both got it like 50 minutes in the game.
Yeah, it's funny. For me, at least, it never caused any issues. I hadn't ran into any glove blocks yet. But I got to get to bed, so I appreciate you guys throwing this on. This was a really fun tournament. I was glad I joined. GG's again, Angel. Good luck going forward, man.
Hooray, I get to play more of this game.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, giving our Z2R love. I know DWR is the second best randomizer on the internet after Z2R.
I don't think you want to give that even second best as two people that play that way too much in this race. It is stay away. Don't ever come over there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's in the top 50 maybe.
Oh, you guys don't like it very much, huh? But you're addicted.
If you play it because you hate yourself, and there's a lot of people that hate themselves out there.
I mean, why do you think we play Z2R? We have a random map here. We have a random map in DWR. We might as well do this too.
I thought that's all you had to do to be considered the best randomizer. Just have a random map. Like, don't be like SMB3R where it's just the levels shuffled. You need a map. You need a special map. But yeah, I heard at the beginning that you guys were always. I know DK is going to be going to bed in just a second, but I heard you guys were kind of like rivals in DWR. I was like, oh, very cool. We got like a crossover rivalry match.
That's all right. I'll throw some shade. Angel can go forward in this tournament. I'll keep moving forward in the DWR tournament. But no, thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Alina was one. I probably said it. I want to get an Alina sprite done pretty soon. It's been on my list for years, and I was gonna do it a couple weeks ago, and I just didn't quite do it. But yeah, Alina's a great character, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I was creative, I'd probably do it, but there's like zero creativity in my head. Is
there a DW randomizer that you don't want to tear your skin off playing?
No, they're all terrible.
Oh jeez.
No, they're good games. It's just that they can be incredibly frustrating sometimes, just like how this game could be.
Yeah. I hope in DW2 HD 2D Remix we can recruit Dragon Lord. That'd be pretty cool, right? I don't think that's gonna happen, but that would be cool. Like, get to one of the party members, and maybe you can pick them up later. Probably not, though.
Well, we could always pick up, like, Dragon Lord's grandson or something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so your progress win. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Oh, someone's saying no Gwaylin. Never rescue her. Poor Gwaylin. Laura, or whatever you want to call her. But yeah, so you're proceeding in this tournament to the next stage of the brackets. You got 2 wins here. Yeah, this one, I would say that DK was probably like 12 minutes behind you, but it could have gone either way in a couple different ways. He was putting up, his best foot forward on this, but you did pull in the win, and so congratulations on that.
Oh yeah, like
oh, sorry.
I was just saying, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me like if DK was pretty close behind me.
Yeah. So, do you know who you're facing next time?
I believe I'm facing either Custom or Anitsu. I think they race tomorrow.
Well, yeah. So you get to you're going to be watching their match and seeing who you're up against, possibly.
I mean, not to sound like arrogant, I'm not too worried about either one of them. I mean, I do want to play Custom just because like Custom's been racing Z2R throughout the summer, so I would like to at least play him again in this setting.
Right. Well, wait, Z3R. Do you also race Z3R?
I don't race it, but I can do it.
You're a man of many talents, huh?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a curse as much as a blessing, right?
Yeah, it's just like when I played DWR, and then I was like, okay, I'll pick up 2R, 3R, 4R.
Oh man, which one wants? Yeah, I can't even imagine doing a randomizer of D3R. Honestly, any of the other ones other than D1, because they're so long. Those games are really, really long.
Surprisingly, like DW2R, for like the way we play it, I mean, probably only takes us maybe 50 minutes to an hour and a half.
Oh wow. I remember Roan being just a total bear. I guess you guys have a way to power through that then.
Yeah, 25% encounter rate, does that.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, any last thoughts on this seed? Or anything going on in general you want to let people know about, like on your streaming, on your channel?
No, I mean, just throw the seed in the garbage. Make sure everyone goes to DW Randomizer if you're watching the DWR Summer Tournament. Don't come watch me because I am boring or I don't talk because I'm doing no mic or anything. But make sure you go to DW Randomizer and watch the Summer Tournament.
All right, very cool. Thank you very much, and good luck on your win. Good game on your win. And Tom, talk to you. Want to take us out?
Yeah, thank you guys for a great race. Knight, thank you for coming, and hope everyone has a good rest of the day. I'm going to send us over to the others and get us out of here. Bye, y'all.
Thank you all.